Greetings all, Vanna here for Sagittarius' weekend oracle message. Now Sagittarius, if you had missed the video that I had done a day or so ago, I am no longer doing daily oracle messages because I found myself saying that I did not have enough time in the day for everything that I wanted to do. And while I do love being here for you guys and sharing our energy and connection, I did not have enough time for everything else that I wanted to do. And I have a lot going on. So to respect everything that I want to do for myself and for you guys, we are moving them to Monday weekly readings and Saturday weekend readings. We're also starting to use tarot, which I have not used outside of my YouTube live streams. So that is going to be the new style of reading that we're going to do. So the first card that came out for you is the Lover's card. Now, this does not have to mean a romantic relationship, but there is potential for that. The main root of the Lover's card is passion. What are you passionate about? What gets you going in the morning? What lights your fire? What skips your heart? And what makes you happy? It could have something to do with a romantic relationship, though, because we also have the Six of Cups, which is illustrated with two children sharing with each other emotions, energy, and happiness. So this could have to do with a relationship. It could be a relationship from childhood. You have as well Death in reverse and the Tower card. Now those can be very scary. However, I don't see a reason to fear that here. And it's not just because I know what these cards mean. It's the flow of the energy. The passion, the childlike wonder, the rebirth that comes from the death and the tower. There are going to be changes in your world, in your life, maybe in your love life, in your passions. There will be changes that happen, and if you fight these changes, if you try to prevent this death from occurring, it is going to worsen the situation, because our ego is the part of our soul that is pushed to society to see, to be perceived. It's not everything that makes us who we are. But so often when changes happen, our ego fights it because that would lose their stability and their image on us, and our sense of image, our sense of worth. It so often resides in just our ego, but that is not everything that is. It's not everything that we are. We are so much more than just the name that we put out there to the world. We are so much more than just our skin color or the situation or place that we were born in. You have the tree of life, conception. There is a lot of birth, rebirth, love, passion, romance going on here. You have the lodge and counsel. It may be time to speak to your spirit team, to seek wise counsel if you need to readjust your course of life, or maybe you are questioning something. You have abundance that had come out for you, and abundance does not mean just money. I love that the penguins are on here for this card because, as many people know, penguins mate for life. They present each other with a pebble to be your promise of engagement and matehood. So I really think that love is available to you if you are willing to accept it, Sagittarius, but that is the big caveat. If you are willing to accept it, because a lot of us fear relationships, myself included, because of the vulnerability that occurs with being that open with someone else. And that may be what is going on here, is you trying to protect yourself from opening up to someone, but it will inevitably have to happen if the relationship were to go anywhere, if it were to become anything. And if it doesn't, it falls apart, or it's just based on physical, and that is not healthy. And if you do open up, you don't know what would happen on the other side of that, and that fear of the unknown can prevent a lot of this growth and this development. I feel a lot of upset in my solar plexus chakra. That is where your willpower is. That is where your self-image is. That is where your intuition is. And I feel like you may not have a very good self-image, or you have not had a very good image of yourself in relationships because you haven't had very good relationships. I have to tell you, love, that you are not the same person that you were then. And this person is not the same person that hurt you. You have staff, foundation. It did come out in reverse, though, so the foundation of those other relationships were not sturdy. This one may be. I cannot say because I do not know the relationship. I do not know the details. That is for you to discern. But foundation is yours now. Stability is yours now. I mean, you don't build a lodge where things are going to fall apart. You have the trickster in reverse. Challenge. You've seen tricksters before. You've seen people that tried to use you, that had kept you blindfolded to this before, because in the Lover's card they are blindfolded. They can't see everything that's going on around them. And you've learned from that. You have a different sense of self-worth and self-image because you have overcome that manipulative and narcissistic energy. That narcissistic energy of that past relationship, of that person that had hurt you before. But hanging on to all of that hurt is going to dampen this new relationship. That's why there are children here. It's the innocence of a new relationship. And I am not sexualizing children. Please do not come at me for that. I am saying that childlike wonder of, I don't know what's going to happen here. That is the energy of the card. And because you don't know, you don't want that change to happen. You don't want to be exposed like that in the death card. But it will happen. And how you react to that situation will dictate whether you have a successful relationship or not. I cannot say that it will be one way or the other because it feels like a very in the progress situation. And I want to remind you, the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem, the situation, whatever it is that you are facing right now, Sagittarius. You have the Knight of Swords in reverse, a battle of the mind. And that very much falls in line with what's going on here, because you had something that you thought was good and you were betrayed by it. And so there's this whole war going on of, should I trust anyone? Can I trust anyone? Do I deserve love like that? I didn't have it before. What makes me think that this person will have it now? Breathe. I need you to take a moment to breathe. You have learned. You have grown. You are not in the same situation. It is not the same person. Please, do not ruin something that could be amazing because of what someone else did to you. Learn from our lessons of our past. Release the hurt after the time has had enough. Because you hanging on to this is only going to further prevent more growth. The Hangman in reverse. He looks like he's standing upright. He's meant to be hanging upside down in the tree to get a new perspective, to get enlightenment. But if you are hanging on to all of that hurt, if you are hanging on to all of that resentment because of that past relationship, because of that past situation, you are going to be missing an opportunity, a blessing, a connection, a partnership with someone brand new, with something brand new. I didn't mean to make this all about love, but I had to read it the way it came out, and that is honestly how it felt to me. How you are viewing yourself changes so much about how the world views you and how you view the world in general. So please, use kind words about yourself. Use kind words over your life. Don't use spicy words. Don't be self-deprecating, because your subconscious mind does not see that as a joke. It sees that as the energy you see yourself with, and it will bring you more of that. If you want more happiness and love, speak more happiness and love. If you don't want the resentment and the fear anymore, don't focus on the resentment and the fear. Focus on what you have. Focus on your blessings and focus on love, because you do deserve it and you're worthy of it.